I'm divorcing my husband because he ruined my little sister's birthday. I was invited to my sister's birthday party at a fancy restaurant. Unfortunately, my husband couldn't make it because he claimed he had a business dinner with some clients. It was a big disappointment for my family, especially my sister, who really wanted him to be there for her special day. However, he promised to arrange a dinner at our house as a small compensation. I thought that was very nice of him. When I got there, I couldn't believe my eyes. Guess who was sitting at the table in the corner? Yes, you guessed it, my husband. Not only that, he had a young woman with him and he was kissing her hand. My parents and the other guests also saw him there, so there was no hiding his presence. One of the guests even wanted to go over and make trouble for him, but I asked everyone at the table to stay and just ignore him. But of course the mood wasn't very good, which made me feel incredibly sorry for my sister. I pretended not to see him, and I could see out of the corner of my eye that he didn't see me either. So we sat down at the table and nobody said anything. Through a mirror on the wall I could see him flirting with a lady and they were kissing. It was beyond disgusting. I couldn't hear what he was saying to her, but it seemed to be very charming stuff because she was giggling like a little schoolgirl. On the other hand, considering what she looked like, maybe she was just out of high school. My sister muttered something about knowing the woman he was sitting at the table with, but I'm not sure if it was my imagination. Everyone threw angry looks at him, but I asked the guests to stop that. My parents were pretty upset, but they tried not to show it. It bothered me too, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. I got up from my seat and walked over to his table. I stood there for a moment and politely said, "Excuse me." I introduced myself to his companion and asked my husband if he could spare a few minutes to join us in blowing out the candles and wishing my sister a happy birthday. To my disappointment, he looked up for a measly response and said, "I don't think so, I'm busy right now." I persisted, explaining that it would only take a few minutes and that it would mean the world to my sister. He just stared at me and then awkwardly looked back at his gate. She didn't say a word. He sat with us while my sister blew out the candles and cut the cake. While he was sitting next to me, I told him that I had seen everything and that he was leaving our house that very night. That I was going to file for divorce and that he would give me everything I wanted or I would take him to court. He just nodded and didn't even dare look at my parents or any of the other guests as he ate his cake, wished my sister a happy birthday, got up and went to the waiter. He paid the bill not only for his table, but for ours as well, and apologized to the lady that he had to rush home. The young woman had to walk past our table to get to the restroom. I stopped her and told her that I was her date's wife and that he had missed an important family event to go out to dinner with her. She started to cry and ran out of the restaurant. When I got home, my future ex was gone.